The fact that they don't play it at all certainly tells me that they've got some work on behind the scenes. They've certainly been able to put some time into this map, yet to sort of see it into officials. But for me, Jay, I think one map is all that 100 Thieves are going to find in this series.
Well, Train may well be that map at this stage as we kick things off in our best of three. FURIA defending their undefeated streak. 100 Thieves looking to put an all-important series on the board. It's the pistol round here with the utility set for Azza and Gratis faction. Serato and Art have their own utility basis here for the CT camp. The Glocks out initially into the brown halls as FURIA go pretty deep into the bomb site's defensive. No real presence up towards the brown halls or Ivy here. It's pretty passive from the CTs.
You can see Art starting to overextend. He's going to get maybe a little bit of utility and no, just a dry peek and spots a couple of players. Doesn't see that bomb, however, so not a massive amount of information to come through, but it's Liaz to open up through T-Con, an aggressive Serato, and now for 100 Thieves, they've found that opening man advantage without using any of their utility.
Troll out here from the T side, split apart. Very different positions across these contact areas. Already Serato has gone down in the early face-up. The bomb, not detected by Art. He's got to overextend quite far to catch vision onto it. He's got to get a couple of kills for it as well. 100 Thieves know they're at the advantage. They're slowly pushing in, setting up the execution towards A site. Smoke down towards Ivy at the back of green. Vinny gets a headshot on Liaz out of connector though, and Art sneaking in the backlines of his own right here. T-side players moving up. Gratz is low. He does get a kill on Henny. Hasn't been spotted. Facing in, can't get his secondary kill as Jacob and Azza maintain control of the situation. A 1-on-2 for Yuri. 10 HP for Jacob. Bombs on site can drop easily, and 30 seconds now for Azza to get this kill to return. Yuri up for a 3K. Faces, sees the head, can't quite land. It gets tags on the body and turns back in, doing some more damage. Taps up so many bullets landing into him, and eventually it's enough to turn that HP to 0 and the first to the board of FURIA.
I'll tell you what, that's a really good information play coming out from FURIA. We saw Serato started getting aggressive in through Hell, trying to push forward into T-Con, and gets punished from that from Liaz. Then Art is able to get a really good timing. He starts the backstab out from Brown Halls. As soon as he clears that out, they gamble stack the A bomb site. They start to rotate 3 players in. Yeah, maybe he should have been able to find a couple of kills there. We saw the Trigger Discipline trying to come out. Unfortunately, only managed to get 1 kill, but in the end, the one-on-one coming through from FURIA. 100 Thieves, though, and no bomb plant going down into that first round, Jay, but rather than just glocking it out and getting the rifles into round 3, they're looking to force it up immediately.
Very common here for the T-side line. Tech 9s and Deagles, windows being busted open immediately. Just got some utility placed out and a fast rush will come through from these boys. SMG of Yuri on site there to decimate 3. Gets an assist on the secondary kill, but doesn't matter too much here. He's managed to build up the cash. Also got another SMG in the backline as well, facing it against JKS. Doing damage, unable to get the kills on him. JKS and Gratz. Now just Gratz alone as the SMGs. Mop House quickly dealing with the rush play. 100 Thieves, a good effort considering the circumstances, but doesn't work well to the round.
Yeah, look, they don't open up that bomb site. That's one of the biggest struggles, especially going for a B site XCs. You need to be making sure you're finding those entries and at least getting that bomb down as quickly as possible. But that's just not a case at all. FURIA, the MP9 of Yuri, very aggressive towards the top of the blue train, finding a couple of kills, and from here, Gratz now on a 1-3. An opportunity maybe to sort of split his way into this A bomb site. He has to deal with a player who's quite deep in Ivy. That's Vinny to find the last kill. No bomb plant again coming out from 100 Thieves. This is going to have to be a very harsh eco for the T side.
Well, early on, another technical pause for whom I'm not really sure, actually, to be honest here, Dwayne. I mean, I'm sure you probably got more insights on that because you can see the chat. But, you know, obviously we had a PC problem with 100 Thieves. Being told it's mic issues from our admins, so...
Yep.
No, for who, Dwayne? Do you have any insights on this?
It is FURIA. It is FURIA.
Okay.
So, hopefully just a, you know, small little incident that can be resolved pretty quickly. But certainly for FURIA, it's great to see on their city side that they're not being really pressured. We've seen both in the pistol round and even in the anti-eco, they're holding really aggressive lines, especially over towards the B site, rather than playing really deep into the site and allowing a lot of map control to come through. I mean, Train's one of these maps where it's very difficult to get a mass amount of map control, especially on the T side. You can obviously try and get a player to fly out towards 5-6 and Sandwich and in towards Olive really quickly into the round. You can establish Ivy, but at least getting close towards the site, it's really difficult without just a complete execution or at least a split play. FURIA setting the pace early on their CT side, and you've got to think, Jay, for FURIA's standpoint, especially in a round like this, knowing that it's going to just be an eco, it's going to be a couple of upgraded pistols here and there. This is really the chance for the MP9s to just be able to rip in, get the economy boosted up, because when we saw FURIA against Genji yesterday, they had the economy going in their side of the court pretty much the entire series.
Yeah, and that's the key thing about FURIA is, you know, they usually get things started in the SMGs very early on. You know, they've already got a majority of kills in that last round with the SMGs, so, you know, against Kevlar-less players, it should be easy enough for Henny and Keserato to rip straight through these guys. I don't imagine that Yuri and Art would invest into the SMGs of their own accord. I mean, Art might have no choice, but, you know, Yuri can invest into the M4, so I imagine that will come out early for this guy. Try to play passive and stay alive. But 100 Thieves, as you mentioned, no choice but to go for the full eco. And I guess their main objective here will be a bomb plot, maybe taking some rifles out of the hands of the CT side. It's probably the best case scenario for them. I'm not imagining that 100 Thieves will be in a, you know, an overly sort of positive position to actually win the round itself. It's all about evading those SMGs here.
Absolutely. You don't really want to be getting the a kill bonus up for the city side, because you know pretty much straight away they'll get that AWP into the hands of Henny. And one thing that I wanted to mention on Broadcast, Jay, is something that I saw in the Global Offensive subreddit, which was an Ask Me Anything with Art that was on a couple of days ago. And I just want to quote this. Someone asked about sort of what's the go with the double AWP setup. And Art said, I AWP over Henny whenever I need the AWP to fill my role. If I don't, he gets it. So pretty much what that means is that for FURIA, the majority of the time we see Henny picking up that AWP, but when they want to go for something a little bit more unique, maybe a bit of a change up in terms of aggression or something like that, that's when we see Art picking up the AWP role, because it does get thrown around a little bit between the two players.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. It was sort of like a case of, yeah, Art picked up a couple of times, but it definitely felt like it was more prominent on him than Henny at certain points throughout the course of that Genji series.
Yeah, certainly.
So, you know, like, I'm not sure how much of his role requires the AWP. You know, obviously, you know, Henny's the main AWPer as far as, you know, I've been aware. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong upon any of this, but you know, like I can understand where the double AWP setup would have to come through here on the likes of Train, for example. You know, you can see that probably coming through pretty frequently here for Furious CT half. The question really is how does that affect Art's role in that particular respect? You know, I mean, imagining they'll probably just play those double AWPs as many times as they possibly can, place those out in the common sort of long-range positions over on the A site, maybe even put one up towards B. A lot of potential here for the Furious side, but you know, like when you take a look at a player like Art, you know, how much is it really a necessity for him to have the AWP in his hands?
Oh, it's massive, especially on Train. He does some crazy things. He gets really, really aggressive with his AWP. And I remember seeing something, I can't remember if it was in Cologne or maybe DreamHack, but he was playing against Train. I think it was against Genji, if I remember correctly. And he had the AWP over at B, out towards ramp, and he started aggressing through the brown halls, went through Pop Dog, and then started going out towards E-Box to have a sightline through T-Con. And you're like, what's going on there? Like, what? How has Art been able to do that with an AWP? And he's one of those players that is very aggressive both on CT and on T's side, that he's got a very unique play style. And when the AWP's in his hands, and especially when he's feeling it, he just has a world of impact.
Not much of a chance to get impact going at the moment here. It is very early doors for this matchup. Still 2-0 on the board for the Furious side. Now, Tech Pause has gone much further beyond mic issues. A PC reboot for somebody over on the Furious side. Definitely can relate to that, can we, Dwight? You know? A mic issue requiring a reboot, yes. Many a different time over the course of our careers so far this year. I mean, your mic is still having a couple of issues right now, so do you want to just give me do you want to just give me a quick VMix? Yeah, just give me a quick voice meter restart so we can just get that fixed up. Right here.
It's always happening. Always happening.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know. Yeah, there we are.
So every time you reset, I can hear a loop-back version of my voice in it, which is just sort of like a bit weird.
So you know?
Yeah, I know when it happens. Yeah, so
yeah.
2-0 for the Furious side as their mic issues continue to plague them here. You know, it's very early for the moment here for these guys, so there's only so much you can break down. Talked a lot about FURIA over on their CT side and Art and his sort of role play. Who's the guy you're looking at for 100 Thieves right here? Like, who's the man you're watching to really step up?
I think JKS. I think that's an obvious one. I certainly think that he's been a consistent performer for 100 Thieves core and Renegades as well for many years now. I think that he's one of those players that can sometimes just have some really big performances and then just be really consistent too. So I'll certainly be keeping an eye up on him, especially on that T side.
For now, we have been given no ETA on the resolution of this tech pause. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go through to a very short break. And when we come back, hopefully 100 Thieves will be ready to take on the FURIA side. Hopefully FURIA will be ready for this team. So stick with us here on ESL, because after this short break, we'll be back with even more of Train here for our Pro League matchup. All right, we're ready to jump right back in. It's very convenient how when we throw to a break, it very quickly returns to, action over on the FURIA 100 Thieves side. So, Deagle's in for them here. Upgrade pistols, the Zeus even for Gratisfaction, but not much in the grand scale of things. JKS, the heavy investor here, and Vinny already shuts down Gratz here in the pop dog position. So this eco going about as well as ecos do go. It's SMG of Henny mopping up. Not quite the secondary kill. The nade from Azza probably should finish the job. No, the Deagle takes one back. Okay, so SMG not successful in gaining its easy money.
And a bit of an overextension there coming out from Henny, very far pushed up through Ivy, but in the end it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy mop-up. It's just Azza and JKS left, a couple of pistols between them. They've picked up the MP9, but no armor between them. And FURIA, you'd have to think that they should come away with this round, Jay, with no more players going down, especially with the fact that Art's now starting to backstab Azza. E2K out. Oh, just catches that frag. I didn't even bother with the SMG for this one. So that indicates more of that double observe we were talking about before the break. The P2K upgrade to a big green gun now in this next round. Yuri finishing off JKS with the M4. And the rebuy should come through. Both Henny and Art can afford the AWPs. K-Sororo can upgrade to the M4 and everything. So they can have the perfect setup. No, AUG passed off to Art here. No double ops in play. They just want to run the single up, maybe see it come out a little bit later, but we'll just have to wait and see. For 100 Thieves, they're going to get their AWP out into Gratisfaction AKs to back up the rest of the unit. They're yet to get a round up onto the board, going into the first gun round into round 4, seeing if there's a bit of a change-up to come out from 100 Thieves. It's been pretty slow and methodical for the most part. It looks like JKS wants to try and get quickly in towards that Olaf position. Nades out towards Teakon, and it's a blind Vinny that actually finds that opening kill, Jay. Quick start for FURIA. Kill on the man, and Vinny and Henny still hold onto the bomb site. Art's going to get aggressive against Liaz and tags him very, very low. Eventually, Henny lands that shot. Completely blind through the smoke. Molotov's in. Gratz also point blank against the lone CT here. Art's going to get caught off by Azza, so overextending a bit too far forward here for the CT camp. Still a 4-on-3 though. FURIA have the man advantage. As soon as they found that opening pick, they got so aggressive around Teakon, and in the end they get punished for it. But the nades continue. Mass amount of damage done to this T side. And you've got to think, Gratisfaction on 23 HP. It could be an SMG that cleans him up. And just running a single player out towards a B bomb site on that CT side. 100 Thieves really need to commit to this split to A. AK of Azza leaning in, top of the blue train, back of the red
As his crosshair trained to the back of the site as well. Cannot see any one of these players. K-Serato has no vision on this. That can be a kill for Azza coming in, but Vinny will trade it back. K-Serato also sneaking up. They think it's clear. Damage done towards Vinny. Next up, K-Serato's burning, and with Jacob being completely blind, Gratzka's going to be all that remains. He gets himself a kill. Needs to get a 3k clutch in this one, and 23 HP to make it happen. With 25 seconds to the clock, this is either a save or a full rotation. It looks like he might try and make his way towards B.
He's going to try his luck here, and Yuri's going to be on a pretty quick rotation coming out from Connector. I'm a little bit surprised that Gratisfaction's actually trying to go for this, but a 1-on-2, an opportunity to get the bomb plant out towards that default position. Now we're starting to see the rotations coming through. Going to get the bomb down. No utility on this CT side.
With the kit. First player up, scope into the right-hand side, back into the left, and both players are going to face him at the exact same time. Going to force him to overextend. The Thieves coming through here for the FURIA side. A 4th to the CT board. I think they're going for the double up this time, yes. For free, they get the 2 big green guns. They do sacrifice 3 of the other rifles, however. FURIA should still be in a position to buy up here. You can see Vinny on $10,000, so plenty of cash in the bank. And again, the economy game we talked about in the pre-game, something that's been so strong for FURIA the last few days. Going to bolster itself against 100 Thieves, who with this bomb plant will try and justify a force.
The thing is there for 100 Thieves, they were so pressured out from T-Con. The nades just continued coming through. We see even Art trying to push through that smoke. They were so pressured to try and make a play. And yeah, they traded out pretty decently towards the end there. Allowed Gratisfaction to at least get a bomb plant, give them a little bit more of a cash injection. But a 4-0 start coming out from FURIA. And we spoke about this sort of dark horse prediction of Train. It might come back to bite them, especially if this starts to continue, Jay.
Out towards the T-Con areas is where the T's will sort of be suppressed from. They think the CTs are pretty far close up towards this one, but actually Pop Dog with the first contact will come in from Vinny and Jacob. Now Nade's back against Vinny's position. He'll take a bit of damage for it, but do more on the spray of the wall bang. Henny flashed out of Ivy as 100 Thieves gain a little bit of map control. But FURIA playing hyper passive on this A site, even rotating towards B where there's no presence from 100 Thieves basically at all.
What is this play coming out from FURIA? They're bringing 4 players over to the B bomb site. I think they want to try and aggress Brown Halls, take control away. JKS is going to be the only defender, but Art is somehow snuck through, and JKS doesn't realize he's pushed up this aggressively. Oh, the T's are going to retake Brown Halls' control, Jay.
Timing's perfect. Art scrapes in, sees one, flick back against JKS. No, he's just going to defend against his position. No info that the T-side players are coming in now until he faces, sees one, flicks back towards JKS, catches him. Got Jacob and Azza next up to face, gets a 2K, on for a triple. Art goes massive and smokes out to escape. 30 seconds to the clock for 100 Thieves to recover this. Nade on Art's position should tag him very, very low. Oh, Art! Gratisfaction suddenly alone as Art just explodes up in the B sites.
Oh my goodness, Jay. And you were talking about what impact can he find on that secondary AWP hybrid player. My goodness, does he find a lot. JKS does not see him cross out from the heaven position. It's almost like they had a bit of an idea that he was there, and they did a really good job of at least trying to wide swing together, but no one could trade him out. He gets away with 4 kills, an absolute shutdown coming out from the AWP, and FURIA are looking like they are performing on top form going into this CT side.
That was unreal. Unreal from Art. Oh, it gets even worse. Wallbang damage, burst through from Vinny. Landed beautiful shots out towards those brown halls in the past. Yuri howling at the end of the smoke, expecting T-side players to rush down this ramp position. He's going to back up a little bit more here, get a bit more vision. FURIA, regardless of the situation, they are in full control of this round.
Yeah, they certainly are. A lot of utility, though, coming out from 100 Thieves. You could think maybe just a set-piece execution towards this B bomb site. And Molotov's going to buy them a little bit of time on this CT side, but it seems like a bit of a double pump to come out from 100 Thieves. And for FURIA, they're even going to rotate a 3rd player to B.
Smoke set in for Gratz and Co. Flashbang to allow Azza and Jacob to start the peak. Yuri's going to face away C2. Can't run the spray on either, actually. It's just damage being done, no kills. And they can secure the bomb plant from here, actually. A 5-on-4 scenario. And Liaz not dropping to Art's AWP this time. The P2K has got it real easy here. Left several low HP players across the entire board here. Taps up as Art only finds that one frag. Jacob continuing with the Tech 9 here, looking for his double. It's a 4-on-3 scenario. Favor to the T side, actually. They're being driven away, but finally those warps do chime in with Gratz and JKS being the lone two players left alive here for 100 Thieves. FURIA still got to get to the site and defuse it. Vinny's the only player with the defuse kit, and the Molotov into that bomb site position. Force peek in, orb shot connects to nobody, and Henny takes down JKS. They've got to get on the bomb right now, though, and they've only got Gratz to deal with here at the main ramp position. Facing in, tapping up. Henny will get that kill. The defuse will just about come through. 100 Thieves held out for a while there. They'll get a little bit of a bonus in terms of the money game, but it's going to be 6-0 for FURIA regardless.
And I'll tell you what, even though that was just an eco J and they only got a bomb plant and a couple of kills, that's probably one of the best rounds we've seen from them yet. One thing that they were able to do in that last round that they haven't really for the majority of this first half is get aggressive on the site itself. We saw the Pistols really trying to get aggressive around that summit spot, past the oil train, seeing if they could push the CTs further and further back, and that's what happened, and it at least meant that FURIA had to waste a lot of time to get that retake together. 6-0 start, though, coming after the Pacific. Look how aggressive Yuri is towards the Brown Halls. Gets punished between Jacob and JKS.
Finally, a man advantage going the way of 100 Thieves here, but FURIA recovered it in the last round, so let's see if they can do it right here again. Yuri punished early. Vinny down at Pop Dogs. Not going to try and over-aggress up the stairs area. Art will, though, and Jacob will take him down. Can't style your way out of this position here. 5-on-3 scenario for the 100 Thieves side, and FURIA well, definitely overextended in several positions in this one. Henny's going to fall next. K-Sorot still at the stack area. Sees Jacob, but sees nothing more. They haven't checked this corner. And with the info, they're not going towards the A-bomb site. K-Sorot could do everything here. Vinny's going to drop, so it's all left to him. A 1-on-5. We'll see Gratz. We'll see the next man. Spray comes up. He gets himself only one frag. Jacob turns around at the right moment, gets his 4K, gets the first to the board of 100 Thieves.
A big round from 100 Thieves, and really all it came down to, Jay, is they were just waiting for aggression. We saw out towards Brown Halls, Yuri went first with the M4, then Art followed up. Both times the CTs weren't able to find a response, and from there, once you've got a 5-on-3 advantage, 100 Thieves just try to go at least quickly from Jacob into that B bomb site. And K-Sorado, maybe if he had a couple more players alive, then that position of not being checked towards spools could have really been a bit of a thorn in the works, but unfortunately, he only gets away with one kill in the end. A big round from 100 Thieves, and that's all they need, Jay, is just that one round to get them going. And we saw against Genji yesterday, as soon as FURIA lost a round or lost one that they shouldn't have, they take a tactical pause. That's exactly what they've just done.
Very common from FURIA, especially carrying on from yesterday when they were, of course, just taking, you know, every single loss as a massive sort of blow to their line right here. Because 100 Thieves are trying to do the exact same thing. Orbs out, AKs in. M4's a standard double orb still in for Art and Henny. Economy's a little bit wrecked on this one, but with the number of times they can return against 100 Thieves, it might not matter in the long-term game. It's Art and Yuri aggressing past the ramp position. No frags found early. Jacob takes Vinny down immediately with a simple spray through the floor. And again, 100 Thieves opening up these rounds.
Okay, Sorado finding a response. That's a big kill into Jacob. And we've certainly seen, at least this round and in the last, 100 Thieves are allowing map control to come through, especially around towards Brown Halls, just holding players towards the top of Pop, waiting for the over-aggression that far forward. Into the 4-on-4. They've baited out so much utility on this CT side. Henny's completely blind. Azra has not seen him, and that's another kill that goes the way of FURIA. Now a man advantage found on the CT side.
4-on-3 situation. FURIA regaining control of the opening frag that they lost. Orp on Gratz still, same for Henny and Art. AKs on Liaz and JKS. Smokes down towards the B side. They've got Yuri. Standing by to defend against it alongside Serato. Both of the M4s placed up here on the B site. Control, gonna get these sprays and frags together. 25 seconds to get the bomb down here for 100 Thieves. Smokes up, flashes over Serato, sees the AWP, but doesn't react in time. Still, Yuri can line up several. He only gets the kill on Gratz, who was already tagged up heavily. 2 on 2. Orb in for Art past the smoke. He's not going to take another blind shot this time around. Plant secured. Hey, looking onto the backline, JKS at the edge of the red train. May just sneak past the player who's just gone upper. Liaz going to have information called to him, but they've seen the gun barrel. Face up, Art being seen, sprayed through. JKS gets that frag, and now Henny's got problems. Big problems. 2 players facing him from either side. Gets that first frag on JKS, but now opts to fall back. Time is against him. He's got no kit, and he's got no chance to win this round.
Fantastic trading coming out from 100 Thieves. We see, at least on their play out towards ramp, Gratisfaction setting themselves up, his teammates trying to bait in the shot, and from there, they trade out really evenly. They get that bomb plan in. It's 2 versus 2. And for Furia, it's double AWPs on the retake, which makes it so much more difficult. Oh, Leah's just not picking up the AWP in the end, but a second round up for 100 Thieves. And what was fantastic is the play coming out from JKS. He just allowed both the CT AWPers to be split. And the fact that as soon as he takes down Art, Henny just doesn't know which way to look and wastes so much time because of it.
Tactical for 100 Thieves here. Okay. First of the matchup so far. Furia already took one a little bit earlier on. Kind of surprised that it wasn't Furia taking this this next time to pause up. He's got a very awkward buy coming into this next round. Single AWP for Henny, sure, but the M4 of Vinny is going to be the only M4 in play. They got a FAMAS for Yuri, a UMP for Serato, and Art's rocking the shotgun. It can be effective if you get to Brown Halls or over in the pop dog position, but
yeah,
got to question whether or not for Furia that's going to be enough to win against the full-blown AKs of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, you've got to think it's got to be over towards maybe ramp or out towards that B bomb site somewhere, because that's where Art's been playing for the majority of these rounds. 100 Thieves, it feels like they're getting a little bit of momentum now going Jay on the T side, but they've taken a bit of a tactical pause to realize the fact, okay, this is the chance we can really break the economy from the city side of Furia. Art, very aggressive this time out towards Pop Dog. The dash onto JKS. He's looking for so much, Jay, but in the end, it's going to be the rifle of JKS to find the opener.
Good frag to open up here for 100 Thieves, punishing aggression, extending even further against Serato, who's caught completely off guard. JKS to trade out Yuri, who got Jacob earlier on. Henny also falls back a stopper, and Azza doubles up to the player in connector. A third on the board for 100 Thieves. Very fast and aggressive, and Furia caught with their pants down.
Yeah, we have not seen a round like that this entire opening map, Jay. This was very, very quick coming out from 100 Thieves. And for Furia, it seemed like they got baited into their aggression. We saw Art getting a little bit of a glimpse of JKS towards the top of Pop. From there, he extends so far forward, and as soon as that first trade comes in, they just start rushing towards that outer bomb side.
Responding in kind to Furia, who tried the same strat, but didn't work out well for them. Art backed up, gonna again go in with a Mag 7, does get a kill off this time, but that's all he'll find. Again, Liaz with a trade to an open A site. They stacked in from the Brown Halls and they'll make their way downstairs. AWP of Gratz ready for it. Sees Serato next up, got the Glock out to try and deal with him, and the AK does drop the AWP, so rifle picked up to a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb can go down as they've dealt with the Ivy presence. But Henny and Serato, how do they play it out from here? They've got that one AK. Do they just save it from here? I mean, Serato's already back out towards CT spawn, so it looks like he might just do so.
I think best bet is to maybe get the Mag 7 to go in there, but holding on to the AK can certainly be an extra weapon they don't need to invest going into the following round. And see 100 Thieves there again, dealing with the Mag 7 out towards Pop Dog. Yeah, finds one kill, but it gets instantly traded. And it seems like for Furia, Jay, maybe a change-up of just having one round where they play really passive into the side. See if they can maybe catch 100 Thieves off guard with something. Because for the majority of this city side, it's been very fast, very aggressive. Most of the time out towards Brown Hall, sometimes through Pop Dogs.
Fourth for 100 Thieves on this T-side board, and catching up to Fury, who got the first 6 rounds in a row. Oh, how the times have changed. course, that was an eco round coming in from the CT camp. The rifles back out in full force here for round 11. Double orbs included for Art and Henny once again. Setin did pretty decent damage with these weapons in the past couple of rounds here. Let's see if they can do so again here. Once again, playing all chips in over on the A site. K-Serato does catch JKS with the M4. Aggressive and towards Sandwich, and the first frag goes his way. Elias will do a little bit of damage to return to him, but not much in the grand scale of things. 67 HP versus the opening kill going the way of the CT side. And 100 Thieves, they've gained no info.
They back off immediately. As soon as JKS goes down to K-Serato, they don't continue that fast presence out towards the outer bomb site. Now starting to regain this T-Con control out towards Brown Halls. Now, Yuri playing very passive out towards B. A lot of the time we've seen him and Art getting very aggressive out through Heaven, or at least ramp. And this time around, though, it's going to be no contest for 100 Thieves. You've got to think who's going to be the rotator to B. It looks like it's going to be Vinny.
Oh, this nade. Bit off center, couldn't do all the damage. If it did, though, man, that would be great. AK in, takes 2 sprays down, makes it almost 3. Vinny and K-Serato there over at the connector area, cleans up the rest of the players. And that's 7 to the board of the Furious side. Good response to 100 Thieves' 4 rounds. With a simple shutdown defensive coming into that crossfire.
I'll tell you what, confidence for Yuri, right? He's been playing that position towards the top of blue very, very consistently over at B. And it's been a little bit hit and miss. He's had a few rounds where he's found 2 or 3 kills. He's had some rounds where he's found absolutely nothing. At that time around, he was able to pull such a distraction away, comes up really big with a couple of kills, allows Vinny to rotate in from connector. And 100 Thieves, it all started off with losing the opening man advantage. Now, one thing I've certainly noticed with this T side, Jay, is when they find the opening pick in terms of aggression from Furia, that's where they can start to dictate the pace. That's where they come into their own. But when Furia find the opening pick, it seems like for 100 Thieves, it's a very difficult turnaround to bring that round back in their favor.
Three rounds of difference here between Furia and 100 Thieves. Ops set in. AK's recovered on 2 of the Furia defensive. Smokes down. Initial plays out towards the A site. It's all default smokes though. No execution off the back of it. They'll bait in a little bit of utility from the CT side. Mostly incendiaries and nades, and they're doing quite a bit of damage with it. Gratz and Azza down to about the under 60 mark here.
They load so much utility in towards T-Con, and they don't do a massive amount of damage, but Gratisfaction and Azza take about 40 points each. And now Furia go back to a very sort of interesting standpoint. We've seen it a couple of times, Jay, where they've over-rotated towards a B bomb site without any information. There is only 2 players on A for Furia.
Art is one of those players, though. We've seen what he can do with the orb so far in this map-up. A little bit stalled since his 4K round, now with a chance to improve upon his stats. Got K-Serato up in the Heaven area, Vinny on site, rotating back as the 3rd man, potentially maybe joined by another. Considering the rotation there from Yuri, and Azza swings in, catches Vinny with a simple kill. Does he K-Serato? Oh yes he does, doubles up nice and effectively. 5-on-2 scenario, Furia losing full control of the site. I have a feeling that Henny and Yuri are considering their safe call. No advanced positions, no pushing, just exit frag angles for Henny and Yuri. Nothing to do with this bomb site.
I am a little bit surprised on the CT side, Jay, because Furia are playing sort of like a bit of a gambly style in the fact that they're sort of having these gamble stacks without really any information coming through. We saw rotating the 3rd player over towards B, very uncharacteristic, and from there, 100 Thieves could not have timed that any better. We see Art starting to at least want to get some information towards back green. He tries to get a sightline into T-Con, gets instantly taken out from Gratisfaction, and from there, that's when the T side start their approach. Yuri just trying to hold on to this AK green into the following round. Not going to happen. Everyone's staying alive. What a fantastic round from 100 Thieves.
Truly brilliant, honestly. Like, it's taken them a bit of time to get started, but now that they're going, they are, like, going like the clappers. 2 to the difference now. The Furia lead. 100 Thieves have definitely been in worse positions over the course of this map-up. AWP and the AKs versus the Deagles and the AWP safe for Art's part. Definitely not a confident buy coming in from the CT side. And on paper, we should be looking at a 6th for 100 Thieves, but FURIA have done great work with so little in the past. And again, Deagles are deadly, as we saw from them and plenty of times yesterday. Right now is the AWP facing in here for Art, catching Liaz as K-Serato baits in that frag. And nice opening start here for the CT camp.
That was a really smart play with K-Serato and Art, just to try and bait in to find out where that first player is and allow the AWP to just slow walk into the angle. Now, Az has been able to creep out towards E-Box. Now, FURIA won't know about this position. They might know that someone's been able to creep out. Now that AWP's gone, someone needs to try and recover that on the city side.
Going to be very risky for Az, but he gets away with 2 kills for it. Sees K-Serato as well. Meanwhile, the real hit comes in towards the B site. Henny isolates one good 1v1. Oh, and a second headshot as well. Suddenly, rotations may be called in for Gratisfaction. Az is still hunting for his 3K, but K-Serato drops him. It's all left to Gratz now. AWP going to be completely useless in a 1-on-3. He needs to pick up one of those automatics and do some damage with it. Player top of the trains. Gratz has no idea. Vinny will finish the job. And one good 2K sequence from Henny is going to close the round. 8 to the board of FURIA.
Oh, that's disappointing for 100 Thieves. That really shouldn't be a round that you're losing to there. It seemed like out towards B was probably one of the smartest plays there. Henny was alone. I just can't believe he gets 2 with that deal. I cannot believe he's able to follow up onto that secondary kill. And from there, it just all falls apart. FURIA, in a round where all they had, Jay, was a single AWP and upgraded pistols, have been able to take down every single member of 100 Thieves, and now it looks like they're back in control.
What a return from FURIA as well. When 100 Thieves had them on the ropes to the buy, I said there was potential for them to do some damage. I didn't think they'd actually get away with the round. Azza again in first to try to take down K-Serato. Vinny taking a bit of damage, but both players end up falling in the end. A 5-on-3. AWP of Art challenging. Takes out one player, but needs to find a second. Flashbang in. Does he have any idea that Az is here? Yes, he does! Art! Again with the no-scope. Brings us back to 3-on-3.
Like, what even is that? He flashes himself through, smokes off T-Con, and he just runs straight through it. Oh, Azza has no idea what just hit him. And that's the response needed from FURIA. Now back into the 3 versus 3. They've got 2 players at this B bomb side, and 100 Thieves, they're going to be running into this trap.
Yuri and Art, ready and waiting, watching the upper and lower entrances. AK, M4 sprays through, I should say. Oh, Art does even more! Collateral comes in for JKS and Jaken, and Liaz is left alone. 4 HP in a dream. Got to isolate one headshot, but now Yuri snuck up towards the stack position. Faced in contact, taken against the AWP, does not land that shot, and Liaz will try and make his way in towards A site. A desperate move. Smoke down towards connector, should force the vision blocked out from the AWP. Will take some blind fire shots, and Liaz going to start to slowly creep. Evades that nade. 3 HP left for him. Waiting for the smoke to clear. Might catch off the AWP. Henny is super duper close towards him. They are touching each other at this stage. Who's going to see who first? Who's going to get the first headshot off? Liaz gets a 2K. A chance available in this 1 versus 1. But Yuri's got 100 points of health. He needs this headshot. Liaz for the clutch scenario. Backs up towards the bomb train. Did he see the head? He did not quite. But wraps to the left-hand side. Oh, he's going to clutch it. Liaz on 4 HP. But he somehow wins the round for 100 Thieves.
Oh, what a clutch to come out. And we've seen FURIA clutching out. It's unreal. It really is. Liaz brings that back after Art did so much work in the round, Jay, pushing out through T-Con, gets that 3-on-3, lines them up at the B bomb site. And Liaz brings that round back. I think it was a 1-on-3 in the end there. What a big, big round to come out from the Australians. And now for FURIA, they're going to be forced on a very, very awkward force buy.
Oh, Grat straight in with the AWP. This time, though, it's Art to line up 2. 100 Thieves getting way too overzealous. And Art continues fragging. He's going to dip for a quadra. He sees Azza, but doesn't get the headshot. The AK turns it back, and 100 Thieves can recover a 3-on-2 scenario. Can they turn it to evens? Yes, they can. K-Serato tapped up by the AK. Liaz takes contact against Vinny, takes him down. Henny with the AWP to respond. Back to evens, a 1-on-1 scenario once again for FURIA and 100 Thieves. Azza takes a swing in, looking for his triple. Henny up to the double, almost scopes in, almost lands it, but doesn't connect the connection. 8-7 for FURIA, a very good CT half, but 100 Thieves brought that back from the brink to turn it over to an advantage in our second. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
taking. Did I do something wrong? Life isn't easy. Why did you leave me here with my thoughts alone? I don't wanna wake up messed up, 'cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup, where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I need you now, 'cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake up messed up. There's gotta be another way past this. I'm so sorry that I didn't go to therapy sooner. Thinking everybody, even you's an enemy. Brutally awake and quite undertaken. Did not do nothing wrong. Life isn't easy. Why did you leave me here to get drunk alone? And I don't wanna wake up messed up, 'cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup, where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I need you now, 'cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake up messed up. There's gotta be another way past this. If I am so wrong and so gone, miserable, won't you stick around just for some, be visible? But you don't know, you don't care. Leave me to suffer, erase all the doubt. Pouring Jack in my mouth, in a love with enough of the pain and the drugs to be present for now. What I might not. I don't wanna wake up messed up, 'cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup, where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I need you now, 'cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake up messed up. There's gotta be another way past this.
Wish we could learn how to love our mistakes, straight from the jump and not wait for an answer. Wish we
The 100 Thieves worked their asses off to get themselves back into this half, back from the brink for the Aussies, and against the Brazilians, it's still going to be a tough call. 8-7, a even standing half, and now to the pistol of the second. We'll see whether 100 Thieves can make things work out on their CT side. Unfortunately, my HUD is a little bit bugged here, Dwayne, so while I fix that, can you very quickly take over the play-by-play for me?
Well, jumping out towards Ivy, it's going to be Vinny to open up into the first. Gratisfaction finding a response back in, but this is very, very quick coming out for the T side. And Gratisfaction's alone on towards the site. He's going to be able to fall back towards Connector, but the bomb's been dropped in the most awkward position possible. Someone needs to try and pick this up from FURIA. An opportunity to get a plan and open towards Pop Dog, but they're still trying to take out some jewels before getting this bomb plan through. Leah's in towards the back lines. Jacob now answering through, and it's all down to Henny. 1-on-4 to try and bring this round back. Already tagged up. The Glock going to come through, but no more kills are going to follow. An 8th on the board for 100 Thieves, and for FURIA, it was quick, it was fast, and unfortunately, they weren't able to make it work.
Indeed, yes, an even standing for the Aussies now. An opportunity presents itself to potentially do some damage right here. And again, with the recovery coming through, the momentum is definitely in the favor of the 100 Thieves squad. So let's see if they can capitalize and make good on the follow-up conversion. So the eco coming out in full for FURIA. No force buy this time. Saw a lot of force buys on the follow-up rounds against Genji yesterday. So changing up the pace here against the 100 Thieves. I guess I suspect the CT side know what they're doing in this one. It's better get the rifles out early, considering that they'll only be able to get a single round lead off the back of 17.
Oh, well, we saw 100 Thieves, no bomb plan in their pistol round. They went for the force up on the T side. But for Furia's sake, they're just going to go Glock it out. And not really too much you can expect to find in a round like this. I see a player in T-Spawn of heading very far back. But for 100 Thieves, this should be a pretty easy cleanup. No one really should go down on the city side.
And no investment whatsoever, so... First up from Jacob, seeing Serato. Does drop him as the third frag of this round. SMG will start to step up here for Azza, looking for his 2K in this one. I mean, 2 of the kills so far for 100 Thieves have gone the way of the rifles. Nice to build up the money in the same sort of way that FURIA did in their half. It's Azza taking out Vinny. Henny so far away with no real chance of this round. Again, the main concern is going to be all about the rifles coming into the next one. And it's Gratisfaction there to shut Henny down. All 5 alive at the CT side.
I tell you what, you mentioned sort of the recovery that's come out from 100 Thieves. I really want to focus on that because for FURIA, they had a 6-0 start. They were looking really dominant in their first half, and 100 Thieves have really brought this back. You look at them going into the first gun round, they're going to take it a little bit as a bonus. You've still got the SMGs in play, but for FURIA, you've got to think they need to find a response soon. They can't allow this continued momentum to come forward as 100 Thieves now take the lead. No AWPs coming out for either side just yet. Jay, the economy not there for it. Early nades out to the city side, anti-rush nades from TCOM, but for FURIA, it's all about this Ivy presence and taking control.
M4 of Liaz will take that contact against Yuri and Art. Face up, Incendiary, back up, smokes and flashes coming forward as they do drive Liaz away. SMG of Azza backed up here towards Pop Dog, waiting and baiting and hoping for a kill or two. No one's going to face him from the Pop Dog area, though. They're playing passive for the moment, FURIA.
No, they're really slowing it down. Probably one of the slowest rounds we've seen from them this entire map. I know that we've only just got them onto the T side, but getting to a minute on the clock without any contact really being established. And for 100 Thieves, you've got to think they might get a little bit antsy here, Jay. Maybe get someone to push aggressively, but it's Jaken holding the E-box line to find that first kill onto Serato. No trade potential from FURIA, and that bomb, that needs to get recovered in through TCOM.
Big start. Liaz waiting for more. They've got Henny in that T-com position to try and recover the device. Flashes in over the CT camp. Liaz can get away with 2 kills. Only finds that one player. Yuri swings out, does get the kill to return, but Gratisfaction keeps the trade to the man advantage, swinging the way of the 100 Thieves side. Now all left of Vinny is Jacob shuts out Henny. Bomb still in his control at 25 seconds to the clock, though. This will be a tough ask to win this round.
It really is. I mean, he might even be thinking about trying to hold on to this AKJ. Time is incredibly low. Jacob pushing forward. Another great round coming out from 100 Thieves. And it all really started off with Serato opening up, or at least trying to open up out from T-Con. Gets punished from Jacob. From there, they're able to stack 4 players at that A-bomb site, establish some really great crossfires, pick up a world amount of AKs. They've got 3 to work with on this CT side. And for FURIA, and they're just going to be on an eco going into round 19. 100 Thieves are really starting to come into their own, Jay.
And half by left in for the FURIA cam. The smoke set, the flashes over, the Deagles in. We saw what they could do with Deagles on the CT side. Let's see if they can replicate it here on the offensive line. It's very fast and aggressive in from Art & Co. Serato taking damage. SMG set ready for 2 players. Sprays. Can't quite take Vinny. Forced on a reload. The Deagles going to take him down. Look towards Gratisfaction in the back lines now. Smokes up, and it's a 4-on-4 situation. No further trades coming in from either side. Bomb plant can be secured here in the default positions, and Vinny is trying to find his way past that smoke. Jacob instead gets Serato over to the marshmallow area. So 4-on-3, now making it 2, now making it 1. Vinny so close at the end of this smoke here, and Gratisfaction will give up his position. Vinny can get another kill away from this one, indeed he does, but no more than that.
Bomb plant, a couple of kills. They can be quite satisfied there from FURIA. They had a late lurk out from TCON of Yuri, unfortunately. There was a defender of Liaz still on the site itself on A, not completely rotating off, waiting for that backstab attempt to come through. And picking up all 3 of those AKs, so making sure that none of them get down or go down. They all get recovered. And the AWP coming through for Gratisfaction. So is for Henny over on the T side. And for FURIA, you've got to think from them, where's the change-up? Are we going to see something really quick from them? Maybe see if they can fly a player out towards that 5-6 sandwich area. Maybe just get a single player aggressive, just to kind of make things a little bit awkward for 100 Thieves. As money's really starting to build on this CT side.
Now he's up to start. T-side players trying to make their way out of T-Con super early and trying to rush this first site down. Resistance of the utility here from the CT camp. Nice sprays, crossfires, bullets flying all over the place, and it does keep FURIA held indoors for the moment. Got Art putting out nades here. Az is so close towards it, takes him down. Also reads Vinny, turns around 180 for the third, but couldn't quite connect it on Cage Serato, who gets 2 of his own. 25 HP left for him though, needs support from his teammates. Liaz is also down extremely low at the back of green. Flash over might allow a peek and a pick in, but Cage Serato blind fires and takes him back. Gratisfaction next up the face, takes down one player. Could line up 2 more. They're both out here towards Olaf and Hell. Ooh. Good connection from the AWP, but a good response from the AWP at a T side. 1-on-1 now. JKS held back to Hell, and Henny with the bomb on his back is going to rotate to B.
I think it's for JKS though. He's in a position where, first of all, he can't really show anything being out towards Heaven. And it's going to be an easy bomb plan to come through for Henny. Does he read the play of a slow rotation? Because Henny can start to get aggressive at this B bomb site. See if he can cut the rotation off from JKS. A 1-on-1. And we've seen Henny in these clutches before.
Standing by and ready to receive. Smoke down to buy some cover. Him was the AWP to not see the man. JKS, he's got little time to mess around here. He's got to rush straight in, get the kill and get the defuse. He's got no kit. A flashbang for utility. Now facing out towards the left-hand side of the yellow train. And he hears those footsteps, keeping his eyes on, ready to receive. Sees the man. 1 pixel's all he needs. 2 kills for Henny in that one. A great defensive thrown up by 100 Thieves, but even better from FURIA to make their way out and find those trades to return to a 9th to the board of the T-side line.
And that round was probably won by 1 man. That's Cage Serato. He gets 3 kills. Even that third one, we saw Liaz getting flashed in towards the Hell position out from back green. And Cage Serato was completely blind, but still followed up with his 3rd kill of the round. And from there, that allowed a response to come through from Henny, realizing the fact that JKS is probably one of the A players to just rotate that bomb into B. And plays it very, very calmly. Doesn't over-aggress at all. Plays very passive in that 1 versus 1. And away back in from FURIA. It's been a while, Jay, since they've been able to win a round. It was 6 in a row to come out from 100 Thieves, and that's just what they need to try and get back into the game. We see the run boost coming out to Ivy to allow Henny to scope in onto Liaz. Giving up the AWP gives away the information of where it is.
Doesn't get a kill for it either. Jacob and Grat start to push in over to the T-con position. Cage Serato. Backed up and ready with Henny on the AWP. Does he see the man? Oh, almost goes for the wallbang shot against him. The perfect peek at the perfect time takes him down. Continues to hold face for Cage Serato, but smokes up the back off. 100 Thieves are gaining the man advantage. They don't need to aggress any further forward.
They've seen the split out from Ivy. That's a big kill onto Art, and they have a feeling that Yuri's going to be backing him up. Trying to push through this smoke. You can see Jacob just trying to work on the edge of it. Both players might not see one another, but the smoke works out for Jacob. And that's all down to Vinny and Cage Serato. They've been able to open up B, but they need to pick up that bomb. And look how low the time is, Jay.
To rotate this to the B site is virtually impossible here. They can't do it. They've got to go commit towards A. And Vinny's got to rotate. Azza reads it. Gonna sit and wait for the rotation here. Set with the AM4 versus the AK of Vinny, seeing that shoulder base, seeing the pixel, seeing the kill go his way as well. It's all Cage Serato, 15 seconds. I imagine he's going to be looking for a save, and that's exactly what he'll do. And 100 Thieves continue posting up the great CT defensive of Train. 3 ahead of FURIA. AWP does get safe for Cage Serato. That might open up some options for the FURIA side, but their loss bonus is knocked back a peg, and their force buy will be relatively weak.
And I'll tell you what, one thing I've certainly noticed from 100 Thieves, Jay, both in the first half, mainly in the second half, is how often they are playing around smokes. They realize the fact that FURIA love to aggress through those smokes. We've seen it time and time again out from Ivy and through T-Con. There's just players trying to push forward and make sneaky plays. See Jacob out from Ivy, just trying to work on the edge of it. Cats off Yuri. 12-9, 100 Thieves gonna be up against double AWPs on FURIA. Backed up with some pistols. This is a bit of an unorthodox buy. The wallbang's just not connecting onto Gratisfaction. That looked ever so close.
AWPs in for both sides. Gratz gets that opening kill on Yuri to kickstart the round. Nothing further coming through for the CT camp. Again, they aggress towards the outside position. It's just sitting pretty into this T-Con area, for the Olaf area in particular for the CT camp. Nice nade on for Vinny. He's going to get tagged to 60. And the damage just continues building and building and building for the FURIA side. 100 Thieves. So far out of position here. Orp of Art doesn't land the kill on JKS. Tags him through the wall, I'd assume, there to just get the tag on. Vinny does double up with the Eagle, though, so 3-on-3 scenario. The bomb can go down. FURIA have forced their way into the B site.
And they realize with Orps up on the T side and already site control, the CTs don't want to rotate in from connector. Instead, they take CT spawn and they start to come in through the back lines, but this allows aggression to come out. Look how fast Henny pushed up.
Looking for it. Orp shot for Vinny instead, gets his 3K, potentially for a Quadra, sees the man over at the side of Oil Train. Henny's got the small angle locked on, so 100 Thieves press forward and they get shut down. The double Orps work well for FURIA in this one as they do get 10 on T side. 100 Thieves this time not ready for the FURIA offensive, and it's a bit back and forth in this one. They're going blow for blow in these last few rounds. 100 Thieves economy as a result is going to be a bit more of an awkward state than you would expect. At least Jacob grabs that AWP. That gets them best possibility here.
And if you ask any Oceanic fan what's one of the biggest weaknesses with this core, it's against anti-ecos. Renegades, Vox Eminor, 100 Thieves, the core of these players have struggled against anti-ecos for years now, Jay, and we saw it exactly in that round there. It's a double AWP on T side, just backed up from Deagles, and this is now twice for FURIA have been able to convert rounds where they really haven't had a lot of an investment coming through. Even holding on to the double AWPs to even bring it further forward going into the gun round. Art looking to get very aggressive out from Olaf, but I think he got seen.
So a player back there trying to get himself into hard cover. Az is going to Molotov that position as a result. Gratisfaction again with the AWP in his hands. Opens up the kill counts. As Vinny falls, does Art see the foot? I don't think he does. Couldn't quite tell with the X-ray on. He does see the shadow though. Flashbang in. The SMG will peek forward. Drop that AWP. Look for a bit more. I don't think he spotted the players that are in that T-con position. To 5-on-3 regardless, as they have got to press forward. Azza still hunting for his kills. And Nade's on. Completely blind by the smoke. And Azza gets his double in the end. Nade can take him down as the damage does get to the man. But a 4-on-2 scenario. 100 Thieves in full control of round 23.
Now, that was a lot of pressure there from the CT side. We saw for 100 Thieves allowing players to already get out towards Olaf and then starting to retake it in terms of utility. Yuri's going to be the last one left. That bomb being dropped. All the information now goes the way of 100 Thieves. For Yuri, picking up the AWP, seeing if he can get the job done. But 3 players to deal with. 2 on the site itself. Knows where 1 player is, but Liaz is going to swing round. A 13th on the board for 100 Thieves. And FURIA, I tell you what, Jay, after the basis of that eco, I thought that could be their chance back in. That could be their way to at least try and bring back to a tied-up scoreline. And for 100 Thieves, it just seemed like it worked so well in the back of Azza with that MP9 around Sandwich.
Heavy rebuy back from FURIA again. The economy that was so good in the first half and over the course of this map-up so far has all but disappeared here for the Brazilian side. Galil Fiori, such limited utility sets as well, by the way. 3 smokes total, 3 flashes and a Molotov to back it all up. Orp in for Art. Sees Liaz first though. Nice pop out of smoke, opening up the kill. Now looking for Gratisfaction next. Up can return to the man though, so Orp gets traded. Back to evens we go.
Yuri's picked it up once again. A good opening coming out from Art, but now it's going to be the Heaven split to come into the B bomb side. And for JKS, he's going to be able to relay that information further. A late lurk out from Ivy from Yuri could be all that counts in this B side execution, especially with the fact he's taken down one of the rotators.
Smoke just fading, Azza just spotted, and now it's all down to the 2 coming up from back of stopper positions. Jacob on his backstab's got to go massive here, but he's got to be careful about giving away information. The counter backstab from Yuri, I don't know if it will come in time, but M4's AWPs can on for the shots back here at the back of the red train, but nothing connecting. Now that they know where that AWP is, they can play away from it. But Jacob sneaking up from behind, takes 1. Awkward spray on a second, can't get any to fall. Gratisfaction will go down next in case Serato can't double up, but JKS on for his own 2K. No kit left for him though. Yuri's going to get forced out, USP tapped, and he realizes he's out of time and out of the round here. Yuri will peek up here with the AWP, see nothing. JKS are going to get away with the AK. I think he'll just escape. Back into the apartments as the 11th goes the way of FURIA. 100 Thieves. Good effort on the backstab, but the accuracy of Crosshair was just not quite there today.
I'll tell you what, this could honestly be a force buy from 100 Thieves because they're only on first round loss bonus. So money line, at least for a couple of players of Gratisfaction and Liaz, is looking very awful. A pretty expensive round, even though they lose it. They hold on to an AK and they keep the economy line as low as possible from FURIA. It's going to be a harsh eco, so it means that JKS is probably going to have to chuck over a single weapon and see if he can hold on to that AK. But for FURIA, even with a buy where they don't have a lot of money to work with, Jay, it's certainly better than the CT Sides one.
AK on JKS, only rifle for 100 Thieves. Might take the hit in this round to go into the long game with a bit more of a better buy. For now, it is just control out into the B site. Hit coming through from FURIA has worked pretty well. Bomb on Henny. Make his way down that ramp and get the plant in. At this point, the CTs are already thinking about the safe call. Might push the USPs and then do some damage, take some rifles out of their hands, and they can get some out for their own right, then that'll be fantastic. But this will be a 12th for FURIA, no doubt about it. The AK is going to get protected at this stage. As 100 Thieves want nothing to do with this round.
I'm looking at the money line, I'm thinking, right, JKS holding onto the AK. Now, Jacob can drop an AWP over to Gratisfaction, and then JKS can drop an M4. So there's going to have to be one player, whether it's Jacob or Liaz, is going to be on like an MP9 sort of buy. We'll have to wait and see who's going to be the player behind it. But holding onto this AK was certainly one of the biggest elements for 100 Thieves of at least going forward into round 25. Make sure we're keeping this in play. Cleanup crew coming out, dealing with all the USPs. Azza and JKS just trying to see if they can do anything towards the end there. Azza can't find a kill. And JKS going to be able to hold on to the rifle. So a 12th round up for FURIA. And even with 100 Thieves bringing a really strong comeback through, for FURIA, 2 rounds in a row, they are one of being able to tie up the scoreline.
And how tragic would it be for 100 Thieves to get this lead in the CT side but still concede the map to FURIA? Their own map pick and everything. For Mars, for Liaz is going to be the weakest weapon in play. I say that, and Vinny's also got a Galil. For the 100 Thieves squad, it's going to handle them as much more with their own economy state being so low. Azza, first peek in, Keserato takes him right down. Expecting more aggression from the T side, but they're leaning in towards the brown walls, and JKS is the only man standing here, ready to receive with this AK. The only AK in play, spraying through, but not getting anything down here. Does drop Vinny. Nades up 4 on 4. They are pretty heavily tagged up on the T side, though, so could be a chance for 100 Thieves to hold the defense. Smokes up. Here comes the hit.
JKS hasn't really seen a lot over towards this B bomb site. Can see trying to see if he could just work with a little bit of an angle. And JKS still staying alive. And now for FURIA, things are all starting to fall apart because they've got site presence, but they're down a man advantage. Yuri trying to make his way in, the crossfire being set, and now this is just getting them picked apart.
Artslow facing. AWP looks away at the wrong moment, but Liaz is still dealt with. JK still on the bomb train, though. Bomb plant not yet secured. Gratisfaction gets R, and Henny's all alone with backstab incoming slowly but surely. Jacob will make it work this time as 100 Thieves put 2 rounds back between them and FURIA. 14-12. And a lot rests on this next round here. Both teams will be buying up. FURIA realize it as well. Because if they miss this one, they're not going to have enough money to force the issue into rifles in the next round. They'll obviously have to go for the force buy regardless. And they might be considering the idea of a half buy, then full buy to overtime. I mean, you talk about the anti-ecos and how 100 Thieves have constantly had, the core of this team has constantly sort of struggled against the anti-ecos, against the force buy rounds. For FURIA, it might not be a bad of a call, but here they're going to decide on the rifles for this next round.
I think they have to. You really don't want to be playing up towards OT. You realize the fact that it's been a couple of sort of back and forward rounds, so you know that the economy is really low on this CT side. Look how much is in the reserve there from Jacob, Azra, and JKS. You've got to think you win this round, you instantly reset your opponents. Even if it means that it's not the best buy in the world, you've got a Galil up for Vinny, the Glass Cannon AWP. It's still a pretty decent buy and a real big chance for FURIA to answer back rather than just ecoing and getting a strong buy up into the next. 100 Thieves, though, we saw a really strong defensive hold over there towards the B bomb site of JKS and Jacob. Something that might need to be replicated once again. One thing I'm going to be keeping an eye out, Jay, for FURIA is Keserato finding up an opening kill, because he did it in the last round. And they need someone to be able to find an opening kill, a way back in to challenge the site itself.
Incendiary set flashes to gain pop dog control from Azza, just pre-firing the regular corners and then backing off towards the E-box. Utility coming in towards A as Art peeks up towards B. Orb set in towards the cross position. He's heavily tagged up at this stage. The AK are taking him super quickly. Incendiary, in fact, towards the bomb train might force him back even further. Watching out from Connector, no idea where the CTs are at. Sprays through and Vinny tags him low. Jacob now finally starts to take some damage back, but the nades continue to rain in from the CT side. Art gets cracked, sees JKS. JKS has a wallbang shot, easy for the kill. Liaz follows suit on Vinny, and Henny upper needs to find a kill to try and support the main T side force that are down on the ground. Yuri falls next. Jacob sneaking up past the edge of the white train. Both players now formed up here towards the upper position for FURIA, but 35 seconds, the bomb's been dropped on the train itself, so 100 Thieves, they've got full control.
I tell you what, this could be a save, but even that's going to be a tough ask, especially with Jacob over-aggressing. But he's seen both players. He gets all the information in the world of exactly what's going on. We see Azza being the rotator out from A in towards Pop Dog, making sure they can't rotate to the A bomb side. And he's even going to aggress Jay. He's going to start to backstab them.
Here's the utility coming in 13 seconds, and they're going to make their way up. FURIA desperately to win this round, but Henny falls. Keserato spotted. JKS back at the stack, waits patiently and gets map point for 100 Thieves. 15-12. And again, to reiterate what I said in the pre-round, the buy from FURIA is going to look dire.
Especially without a bomb plant, right? It's really going to look awful. And for 100 Thieves, this is a fantastic recovery. They've really come into this best of 3J willing to play. They were down 0-6. It looked like it was going to get out of hand really, really quickly. But they found a response through. They were able to get a really strong end of that first half and then just come into their own over on that CT side. FURIA, they are banking everything on this buy. Out towards Ivy. Keserato out through Sandwich, clearing out the angles, but it's fast through Ivy.
And Gratz faction catches that first. Liaz with a spray on a second. Henny gets his deagle shot on towards Gratz to trade it back all the same. Nades up against Liaz's position, taking some damage. Jacob all the same, but Liaz gets his kill. Keserato in response finds one. Deagle back, can't do anything. So Keserato all that remains, and he can't do much from there. 16-12, 100 Thieves are going to cinch